I did some string pulling and got to be a freshman football manager. And as a freshman football athletic supporter, we got to wash uniforms and load stuff to go on trips and watch the big, highly muscular boys play. But as such, we were freshmen on the A&M campus, and there were hungry sophomores looking for somebody to haze. And you couldn't haze the freshman football players. So guess what? Here's these 5 managers, sick 'em boys. And it was hard to get from class to class because somebody'd have you in a brace doing campusology on you.
Now, you followed in your father's footsteps, J.T.L. McNew, for whom the McNew Laboratory was named, and became a civil engineer. And it was in that capacity that you came out to Bryan Air Force Base. Talk about that.
Well, I think it had to be after my basic surveying courses, which is freshman, sophomore year. So I was probably a junior, which would make it about 1952, 51, 52. And Cecil DeVilbiss, who was a professor at A&M in civil engineering, called me and he said, "We got a surveying job. Would you like to be the instrument man?" Philip Buchanan, who later became PhD in soils like his dad, Spencer J. Buchanan, was the rodman. And we came out and surveyed in the jet runway, which was necessary because all they had out here was the stuff they flew T-6s off. And you can't fly T-28s and T-33s off a T-6 runway.
Did you ever imagine when you were out here as a student surveyor that you would come back here as an Air Force pilot, which you did?
I never dreamed it. And when I went on active duty after A&M, I thought, gosh, I wish I could get in pilot training. And I was reporting as a civil engineer because they like civil engineers. And then I got a telegram said, hold off, don't report. We're going to get you in pilot training. And I screamed and hollered like a wild man, I'm going to be a pilot, a jet pilot. And back in those days, well, I fly jets that was like I'm Superman or Batman.
And you were stationed in Laredo, but on occasion came up to Bryan, your hometown.
I tried and tried. I begged. I said, hey, those guys don't want to go to Little Jerkwater, Bryan, Texas. I do. Transfer me there. Nope, you're stuck in Laredo. So I learned to love Laredo. I was an instructor pilot, and as such, flew all over the country with students, and that's a whole nother story.
Including flights here to Bryan Air Force?
Including, yes. Not many.
How did the runways look from that vantage point?
Beautiful. They were my runways. No, actually, when you're coming down final in a T-33 and you can't see much out of the back seat, and you got some squirrely kid in the front trying to land it, you ain't figured out how the runway is. You figured out, can he get on it?